Greetings, Zergo Elementary School, family, and friends and guardians. I am back with another video message, and this one is all about everyone's favorite topic, forms. And I know that you are very excited about all the forms that will be coming home to you in your child's backpack on the first day of school. And these forms are very important. They are not meant to be torture devices from us to you. Many of them are required by the state, and all of them provide us with important information that we need from you for the school year. So I just want to walk through the forms. I'm going to highlight one of them specifically, but I want to walk through the different things that you should get in your child's backpack on that first day of school. So please dig into that backpack and check out these forms, fill them out, get them back as soon as possible. Just put them in a folder, send them back with your child, and have your child give them to their teacher, and we'll get them all collected here in the main office. I do want to say while I'm on this topic that if you are in need of a backpack or school supplies, please reach out to the school. We have many organizations that donate backpacks this time of year and school supplies this time of year to the school. We have many different backpacks available. We will also try to put out a variety of backpacks during our open house, which again is on Thursday, September 14th from 5 to 6:30. So if you need a backpack, need school supplies, need help with any of that, please reach out to the school. All right, let's jump right into talking about our forms. I'm going to go through each of these. Again, if you need any help with them, please just call the school and we're happy to help out. So the first form you'll get is a form that looks like this, and it should have your child's name, phone number, contact information, parent contact information, all that general information stuff should be on here. On the lines on this side, on the right side of the page, is for you to write in if there's any corrections in any of that information. So if there are no corrections, you can write on it big, everything's fine, or no corrections, and send it back with your child. If there are corrections, please list the new numbers or addresses that should be on here, or if you have new emergency contact people. And again, I want to say this while I have the chance. I know that phone numbers change more often than they used to in the past. So please remember that if you get a new phone or a new phone number, to call the school to update that, just so that we have that information on hand. So if we need to reach you in an emergency, or if we need to reach you through our Alert Now system, that it's going to the correct numbers. If there are parents from split homes, please let us know if we need to send out documents through the mail to a parent maybe that doesn't live in the district or needs things like report cards and things like that sent home. Please let us know. Call the school 562-4207 so that we can make sure that when we have important information going home, that we make sure we mail you a copy of that as well. So parent information, student information form, that's the first one. The second one, and this is the one I want to highlight, it's a green packet. And this is from our nutrition department, and it's going to ask you, the first page here is a form after we get the letter from Miss Gina, our director of food services here in the district. It's going to talk about an application for free and reduced lunch, and that's this form. And I want to kind of clarify something. Lunch and breakfast is free at the school. And so it's automatically free. That's a change that was made a few years ago. But so why do we have you fill out this form, and why is this form so important? This form is extremely important because a lot of money is generated for the district through both state and the federal level based on the economic status of families that live in our district. And when we moved over to automatic free lunch for everyone, what happened was a lot of people didn't turn this form in. So it looked like our economic status in our towns changed dramatically, and the school system lost a significant amount of money from the state and federal level. So this is really important because that money is used a lot in our Title I program, but it's also used to support the salaries of a couple of teachers, ed techs, and a variety of different things that we use in our school and in our district. So please, even though lunch and breakfast are free, even if you think that you don't qualify for this, please fill out this form and send it back in. I fill it out every year for my kiddos in the district. I know it's kind of a longer form here, and I do want you to know that this information is confidential. I don't even have access to it when it comes here to the school. It is put in an envelope and taken directly to our central office. And we don't have direct access to this information at all. On the back page of this, it's going to ask you a question about organizations that can use this data. And you'll sign off, you put your child's name on here and sign off which organizations. And the one we have here at school is our 21st Century and our Title I programs. And they again use the data to track in terms of academic progress for kiddos who are considered economically disadvantaged. Generally speaking, that is done in whole percentages. But this gives that permission for those two programs to have that information on file and to be able to use that information. So again, please send in this information. It's very important for the school. Please don't let this get lost just because breakfast and lunch are now free. Please just take the time to complete this and turn it in. All right, next up, we have another form from our kitchen. It looks like this. And this form is talking about if we have remote school days, that if you want meals to be sent home for those times. So what you'll need to do is put your child's name on here and indicate which school they're in. And then when we have a remote day, what we try to do is if we think one's coming, possibly a snow day the next day, we try to get food sent home the day before or at least a few days before in advance for any of the people who have filled this out. If you don't want that, you don't need that, that's okay. You don't need to return that form. The next one is a big packet. It has a bunch of policies. A lot of them are around internet and computer use, which is very important. Here at the elementary school, we do have one-to-one devices. Our students do not take those devices home, but each of our grade levels are one-to-one devices. And so there are certain expectations for the kiddos when they're using those devices. When you go through this packet, again, it has a lot of information, a lot of policies on it. You're going to come to this one called Student Computer Internet Acceptable Use Form. And this is the form you're going to need to sign and turn in order for your child to be able to use technology here in the district. And it basically means that you and the child are agreeing to follow the expectations and rules set forth in the policy. So that's this form. You don't need to send the whole packet in, just this form that you will sign and ask for your child to write their name if they're able to as well. If they're not, then just your signature will suffice. And the last thing that you will get home, at least on the first day, again, other forms may trickle in as we get going in the school year, but on the first day of school in the backpack, you should see these forms. The last thing is our school lunch calendar, and we have August and September on here back to back. I've also posted those on our Facebook page. We are trying this year to make sure that anything I post on Facebook, including these video messages, will also be shared on our school's webpage, which is part of the RSU 56 webpage. So hopefully, if you're not a Facebook user, you can go there to get the information as well. So that is a quick look at the exciting world of the first day of school forms that will be coming home. Again, if you have any questions about anything in this video, about any of the forms, please don't hesitate to contact us. Have a great week and happy form completion next week when you get those in your hands. Have a great day, everyone.